This morning, we welcome Nathan Harper and Jeremy Brown from the depot's Fire and Emergency Services Division. Good morning, guys.
Morning, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. Let's talk about Cardiopulmonary Resuscitation, or CPR. What should we know, and tell us when we should administer it?
Anytime somebody that's unresponsive, pulseless, or not breathing, that's when we would utilize that. And knowing that knowing how to do it is adequate, and knowing that or increasing the patient's chance of survival.
Okay, well, I know that you brought some visuals here today, so we're going to demonstrate the proper techniques.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you walk us through that?
So there's two ways to do it. One is what we call hands-only CPR. It's where if we do not have a barrier device to use for breathing. Jeremy will show you. All you do is you come up, the mechanics are the same. You ask them if they're, you can go ahead, Jeremy. If they're okay.
You're going to walk up, you're going to tap them, see, are you okay, are you okay? If you don't get a response, you immediately set your hands over the sternum, lock your elbows, and you're going to do begin compressions at a rate of 30 to 2.
And you want to do that at a rate of 2 inches, at a depth of 2 inches, and then you want about 120 a minute. But you want to allow the chest to fully recoil before you do a second compression. So go all the way down, all the way back out, then all the way down, all the way back out.
Okay, and this is to get the blood and the oxygen flowing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we've got a lot of employees here on the depot, and I know the number one question is, if we're out in public, how should we respond? People are very sensitive when they have to put their mouth on someone else. So talk to us about that.
So that's the hands-only CPR. You do away with actually doing your 2 breaths, so you just do compressions the entire time.
Okay. Well, how important is it for someone to be certified in CPR?
The certification is not really important. Now, it does help to take a class so you know how to do these skills proficiently. We encourage you to learn how to do it because you will save a life with it. So, taking the class is very important.
Okay. Well, I see that you brought an automated external defibrillator with you. So let's talk about it and the importance. I know many of our employees have seen these tools in their work site. They're in various buildings. So let's talk about what happens. What is this for?
Okay, so anytime somebody needs CPR, that's when you want to use this. We don't encourage hooking them up to people that's having chest pains, simply because it will recognize rhythms that we could have, that we walk around with every day, and it would shock those and have the exact polar opposite effect. It would actually make their heart quit beating versus make it start beating. So the only time you want to use it is when somebody needs CPR.
Okay,
that's the only time we want to hook it up. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So really what they do is they talk to you. They're automated. So as soon as you crack the lid on it, it's going to start talking to you. Now this one don't have a battery in it, so it's not. It'll tell you to connect pads.
And he can show you here too. On the pad, as it's talking to you, it shows you exactly where to put it. It's
okay, very user-friendly.
Yes, ma'am. So you place one here, and you would place the second one here. And then again, it'll talk to you.
And it'll tell you to stand clear. It's going to analyze. So what it's doing is looking at whatever rhythm is in this patient's in. So it's going to tell you to either shock or no shock, depending on what it sees. If it's shock, it's a shockable rhythm. If it's a no shock, it'll tell you to start CPR, and you'll start back CPR again. Okay,
so of course we are not going to turn the volume on today, but if this were actually in use, there are instructions that walk you through the process.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, we thank both of you gentlemen for joining us today. I know that oftentimes people don't, of course we never know when an emergency is going to happen, but we're so thankful that the depot has tools in place and individuals in place who are willing to help.
Yes, ma'am. Glad to be here.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.